Toni Kroos is returning to the international game ahead of this summer's Euros after Germany's manager, Julian Nagelsmann, asked him to end his de facto retirement. The Real Madrid midfielder is one of the many players who have come out of retirement, whether it's at a club or international level. Some players find it difficult to stay away from the beautiful game and decide that their story is not over, but instead has another chapter to be written. Let's go through some of the most notable players who have come out of retirement. Zinedine Zidane. He came, he saw, and he conquered. That's how you can simply sum up Zidane's career. Starting his career at Bordeaux, Zidane worked his way up to Juventus, where he famously won the Ballon d'Or in 1996, and also played for Real Madrid, where he managed to cement himself in the club's history, scoring one of the most iconic goals in the Champions League final against Bayern Leverkusen in 2002. Let's not forget his memorable performance in the 1998 World Cup, where he scored 2 goals in the final, securing France's first ever World Cup. In 2004, a hush fell over the French footballing world when Zidane announced his retirement from international football at the age of 32. Zidane expressed his desire to focus on Real Madrid and spend more time with his family. That didn't last long, as the following year, French coach at the time Raymond Domenech made a last-ditch effort to get Zidane back on the field for Les Bleus. Whether fueled by patriotism, Domenech's personal plea, or a desire for a glorious international swan song, Zidane agreed. The iconic playmaker's return electrified fans and media, propelling France to the 2006 World Cup final. Zidane started off the final scoring a Panenka penalty, giving France an early lead. It seemed like it was fate for Zidane's return to the national team to win another World Cup. That all changed when in extra time, Zidane lost his temper and the French captain headbutted Italy's Marco Materazzi, sending him off as a result. France ended up losing in penalties, and Zidane ultimately retired for good after that game, ending his legendary career at the age of 34. Roger Milla. Roger Milla defied time in spectacular fashion. In 1998, the Cameroonian striker retired at the age of 36. However, football had other ideas. Cameroon qualified for the 1990 World Cup, and Milla, at the request of Cameroon's president, Paul Biya, returned to international football. Milla scored 4 goals coming off the bench, including 2 goals in extra time against Colombia, which secured Cameroon a spot in the quarterfinals. Cameroon's best ever finish in the World Cup. After every goal, Milla ran to the corner flag and celebrated with a dance that has since become a popular goal celebration. Milla finished 3rd in goals at the tournament, and through his efforts in Italy, he was named African Footballer of the Year. Milla ended up playing in 1 more World Cup in 1994 at the age of 42, becoming the oldest player in a World Cup at the time. He even managed to score a goal against Russia, breaking his own record of oldest goalscorer at the World Cup. Paul Scholes. When it comes to one of the most interesting comebacks, Paul Scholes has to be brought up. Scholes officially retired in 2011 at the age of 37 and joined the coaching staff at United, and was presumably prepared to embark on a coaching career following a trophy-loaded playing career. Yet, football had different intentions. Midfielder injuries devastated United 6 months after Scholes' retirement, so Sir Alex Ferguson, in need of an experienced midfielder, turned to Paul and persuaded him to return to football for a short while. The midfield maestro agreed, and on January 8, 2012, Scholes was named on the bench for the Manchester derby. No one, not even his teammates in the locker room that day, had any idea he was coming back, much less the stunned United supporters and journalists in the stadium. Scholes remained for an additional year after making 21 appearances in the second half of the 2011-12 season. Scholes demonstrated that class is permanent and helped steady the midfield with his skills and even score some important goals. In his return, Scholes helped United win the Premier League in 2013, capping off an unexpected return. Once his contract was up after the 2012-13 season, the curtain came down for good this time, with Scholes retiring and shifting his focus to coaching. Arjen Robben. After 10 great years of winning trophies with Bayern Munich, the Dutch international decided to hang up his boots in 2019. After a career filled with injuries, Robben expressed a wish to focus on other things, such as spending more time with his family and trying out new sports. Within a year, Robben announced his comeback to football in June 2020. Robben was not only making his return to professional football, but returning to his boyhood club, FC Groningen, in an effort to help the team recover from financial setbacks due to COVID-19. Robben expressed a desire to make a difference in the club where he played as a kid. He appeared 7 times in the Dutch Eredivisie, but a 7-month injury layoff ruined his return to football, and at the end of the 2020-21 season, Robben announced his second and final retirement from football. Lionel Messi. Now this is a name that needs no form of introduction whatsoever. Lionel Andre Messi, one of the GOATs, would have a different story had he not decided to return from his retirement. After losing the World Cup final to Germany in extra time in 2014, Messi set his sights to make up with winning Copa America the following year. However, Messi, along with the rest of his international teammates, failed to bring home a title and lost 2 consecutive Copa America finals to Chile, both in penalty shootouts. Having missed a crucial penalty in the 2016 final, Messi's spirit seemed to be broken and he announced his retirement from international football in June 2016. Messi's retirement lasted merely a few months as the Argentine international reversed his decision in August, returning to play with Argentina for the 2018 World Cup qualifiers. Messi knew he had unfinished business to take care of, and finally achieved an international trophy after winning Copa America in 2021. But that single trophy wasn't enough, as he felt he still needed to win the big one, the World Cup. With Messi leading the line, Argentina won the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, rewriting the script of 2014. With this win, Messi cemented himself in history as the GOAT. Which name surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.